Today, we're delving into a complex chapter in history, one that reflects both ambition and controversy. The story of the 1622 Council of Propaganda, also known as the Sacra Congregatio de Propaganda Fide. Founded in the early 17th century, this Catholic council was established with a specific mission: to spread Catholicism across the world, particularly in areas outside Europe. But the legacy of this council, especially its missionary work, is layered with a history that's not always positive. In 1622, Pope Gregory XV saw an urgent need to counter the spread of Protestantism, which had divided Europe and challenged the Catholic Church's influence. His solution was to centralize and organize missionary activities through a new council based in Rome. This Council of Propaganda would become the command center for Catholic missions across continents, focusing on spreading Catholic doctrine to non-Christian regions. From its headquarters in Rome, the council directed missionary work worldwide. It trained priests, developed strategies, and financed missions, setting up seminaries to train clergy for work in foreign lands. This organization was seen as a major effort to expand Catholic influence and protect its presence against Protestant powers and beliefs. But while the council's intentions might have been rooted in religious fervor, the reality of its missionary work reveals a much darker side. Many missions operated under the belief that non-Christian cultures were primitive and in need of both religious and cultural civilization. This assumption gave rise to a pattern of disregard for indigenous beliefs, customs, and languages, often leading to their suppression. Missionaries frequently promoted European customs as inseparable from Catholic teachings, resulting in a form of cultural colonization. Local religions were often dismissed as pagan and unworthy. This approach disrupted centuries-old traditions, as missionaries enforced their own values, leading to the erosion of indigenous identities. Some areas saw native practices banned outright, replaced by European modes of worship, dress, and education. Over time, entire communities were pressured to abandon their heritage. In many cases, this religious intervention also intertwined with colonial interests. European powers often supported missionary activity because it facilitated their political and economic agendas. In Africa, Asia, and the Americas, missions sometimes acted as agents of colonial pacification, weakening local structures of authority to pave the way for European control. This link between missions and colonialism is evident in historical accounts, where the so-called civilizing mission of the Church often accompanied the resource extraction and exploitation by European nations. Today, the legacy of the Council of Propaganda is complex. While it helped spread Catholicism and provided education in many regions, its role in enforcing cultural uniformity often led to the loss of indigenous languages, customs, and social structures. The effects of these missions are still felt in communities around the world that strive to reclaim and preserve their cultural heritage after centuries of religious and cultural assimilation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration into history's more challenging narratives, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more content on historical stories often overlooked. See you next time.